Hey y'all, it's Megan and Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come spend a pretty busy evening with us. We are finishing up, or Andy is, not we, the very last hayfield we have of the season, and we'll get into that later. But I've come up here to bring him some lunch while he's raking his hay, and let's see what we got here.
What'd you bring?
Well, you had to open it up and see.
Was it a surprise?
I mean, not really, but
burgers. What's in here? Fried zucchini. I guess I'll eat a little bit of that. Zucchini bread. Oh, you brought some peaches. Now you're talking my language. That looks good.
I got you. Don't leave out. I brought you a bag of chips too, sir.
Oh, is the chips mine?
Yeah,
I
there to
assumed
go.
they were for you.
No, there to go with your burgers.
All right. I guess you get the healthy option and I get chips. Is that how this goes?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I still, it's hard to say just how much this is going to turn out, but it sort of boosted my confidence on us having enough to get through the winter this year.
Oh, good.
I don't want to say much yet, because our other two hayfields we cut definitely need some more rain on them before we cut a fall cutting. And, we're extremely behind on the spring cutting here, y'all. We didn't cut this in the springtime like we normally would have, because, seriously, like, I don't know, probably a month and a half ago, this field looked like you had sprayed it with Roundup. It was dead. And I just knew, I was like, there's no way we're going to get a cutting of hay off of this field at all. But we've had just enough rain that it's brought it out. And I'm telling you what, I am surprised. Now, it's not impressive at all, but considering what this field looked like then, it's very impressive to what the hay I think we're going to get off of it this time. And it looks really good too. It's probably, I don't know why, but probably some of the best quality hay that we've got off this field so far.
Well, I was going to say, when I was coming up through here just now, I was like, look at them windrows. I think that's the biggest they've been on this bottom side that I've seen.
Yeah, now definitely the bottom side here is by far superior to the top of the knoll up here, which is what I'm in now. But still, considering the conditions and considering what this field looked like, man, I think we're going to come out good on this one. And, you may remember this is the field that I put the super phosphate on back in the spring. And I think I actually said in that video, like, y'all, now I got to pray for rain, because if not, it won't work. And it literally never rained again after putting that on this field. And so I honestly don't know if it did any good or not. I can't really tell. And, fertilizer like that lays out there, and if it gets baked by the sun, it just kind of goes away. So I hate to say it, but there's a good chance that happened, because it went for we probably went for a month before it ever got rain on it after that.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to have had rain the very next day. And I do remember that. There was a good chance for rain the very next day, but it didn't happen. And here we are now, though. We're finally getting a cutting of hay off of it. But I'm ready to dig in. I'm about to start.
I bet you are. Look right here behind your head. Did you see them? I'm sure you've already spotted them.
Oh, yeah.
Those are wild muscadines.
It is loaded. Look at this. So if we end up cutting this hay in the fall, if it grows back and makes enough, I know what you could be doing while I'm over here working.
Yep, I picked them last year. Some years they're good and some years they're not. So we'll see what this year brings. If they're anything like the wild blackberries, they'll be good.
Those are sure beautiful.
All right, let's eat before it gets cold.
I got my belly full and I don't want to do nothing now. I wish that was an option.
Well, unfortunately, at this stage in your hay, it is not.
It is not. That is right. Yeah, we've got I don't think there's much of a chance of rain tomorrow, like some afternoon thunderstorms, possibly tomorrow evening. But the goal is, by the end of the day, by dark tonight, all of this is baled up and in the new barn. I don't know if we'll make that goal or not, but that's the goal. That's a big goal to achieve between now and then.
I'm a little nervous about it, because we're going to have to go through some road work. And I know you're going to be making me drive one of them big trucks.
Yeah, it's kind of tight over there where they're doing that road work. I felt that this morning coming through with the gooseneck and hauling the tractor.
And there's no good way around it.
No, there ain't no way around it. But anyways, it's hot. It's getting hotter. And by the end of the day, I'm sure I'll be ready to go inside and take a shower. I'm already at that point just about. I ain't even got started.
Well, I'm going to run up there and get that stuff for you. And do you want me to just take it back to the house?
Yeah, take it back to the house. She's going to give me some baling twine. Yeah, just take it back to the house and set it there with the tractor so I don't forget
Well, I mean, I'll be there.
I know, but...
Oh, you're scared? You're just scared you'll forget it,
I'm scared I'll forget it, period. Just like I forgot to pump that tire up on the rake this morning. So
it's a good thing you got somebody to call.
You're right.
And if anybody's wondering where the children are, they are off swimming today. So
yeah, lucky devils.
Yep, we're working in hay and they're swimming. So
they're off with Nana. I guess that's what grandma's is for.
That's right. That's right.
All right, let's get back at it. Well, it's raked. I'm gonna say, y'all, this is some pretty hay. You know, it's short. It's very short. It's not gonna make a pretty bale at all. Short hay never does. It's thin in most places. Between here and that grapevine up yonder, it's actually really nice, good and thick. Above the grapevine on the knoll, it's thin, which honestly normally this field always is. But it looks really good. It is some pretty hay, pretty hay. I'm gonna do a quick guess, and I'm gonna say we're gonna have 20 round bales. That's my guess. I could be very wrong, but that's my guess. Let me get this tractor loaded up, tied down. And I got a quick story I want to share with y'all when I get back in the truck.
Well, I made it back. Hopefully. Oh gosh. This mess is heavy. Here I thought that I could video and carry this at the same time. We'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna lay it by the tractor so he doesn't forget it. Alright, there you go. He'll have to trip over it. No, he don't even walk around that side. He'll have to see it there though. Hopefully he'll remember.
Ooh, it's getting hot out there. The air conditioning feels good. You know, I ain't 100% sure. I think the temperature is supposed to be like 97 today. And the heat index, I really don't know. The heat index is over 100. I don't know how much it is. You can tell it though, it's hot. It's part of the reason I decided to do this hay during this time though, because it should have, it was a good drying time, and it has been a very good drying time. This has only been mowed 2 days. And most part was dry. I had a little bit of green I kicked up in one spot, but it's probably already dry by now, and definitely by the time I get back over here with the other tractor and the hay roller, will definitely be dry. But anyways, real quick before I get on the road, I said I wanted to share a story with y'all. So, quick backstory on this place. I have mowed it or bush hogged it for probably going on 5 years now. Well, up until about 2 years ago, like I said, I was bush hogging it, and the guy who owns the place presented me with the offer of, he's like, hey, would you want to mow the hay off of it? And you know, he said that way I wouldn't have to pay you to bush hog, and he said you could just have the hay. And well, after a little bit of thinking on it, I decided to. It is a decent little ways from the house. We're not exactly close. We're about 10 minutes from home right now. But I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll take the hay, and that sounds like a fair trade. But anyways, rewind some. When I first came over here to do the bush hogging, the very first time I ever did it, this place had been for sale, and the guy that owns it now had bought it. And before I even get any farther with that, let me say that if we could have afforded it, we would have loved to have bought this place, but it was way up yonder what this fella had to pay for this. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful over here. Anyways, there was something about it. I just kind of felt somewhat of a connection with it, and it was weird because I was like, there's more to this place than just a beautiful view, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And so ever since then, I've been taking care of it, and I feel that way every time I'm up there. I just knew there was something more to it than that pretty view that's up there. So I guess it was yesterday, I was telling my grandma, she's like, what are you going to be doing the rest of the week? And I said, well, I made a commitment the other day. She said, what kind of commitment? And I said, I mowed hay, so you know what I'm going to be doing the rest of the week. I'm going to get that hay taken care of. Well, she went on, we talked, and she went on to ask me where I mowed hay, and I told her. She said, oh, up there at the old folk farm. And I said, yeah, the one right there on the side of the mountain. And she said, well, me and your grandpa used to go up there picking peaches all the time. She said, that man, she told me the fella's name. I didn't know him. I just know his last name was Falk. She said he had 2 of the best peach trees I've ever seen in my life. They had the best tasting peaches on them. They were just great peaches. And I said, really? And I asked her, I said, where was those peach trees at? And she told me, and I said, well, those peach trees are still there. I mean, now, unfortunately, they're ate up with disease, and they look awful. They're about half dead. Nobody really takes care of them anymore. But I just thought that was the craziest thing ever. She said, yeah, we picked peaches up there. The man had several huge blueberry bushes, and said we'd pick blueberries there. And I said, yeah, those blueberry bushes are still over there behind that house. And she said, well, how about that? And I got thinking about that. I was like, maybe that was it. I mean, apparently it sounded like my grandma had spent a lot of time up there too, back several years ago when the original owner was still living. I was like, that's just crazy. And now here I am up there cutting hay off of it. I had no idea that she used to do that, but she just went on and on and on about how many peaches they had picked up there and how good they were and how nice a fella the guy that used to own it was. Now, the fella that owns it is from out of town, but he is a super nice guy. And like I said, he's even a beef customer of ours. I just thought that was an interesting story, and I just wanted to share it with y'all because I just knew. I knew there was something else there besides that pretty view, and sure enough, my gut was right. Look at that, y'all. It's hard to beat a good woman. I don't know what I'd do without her. So my string goes in here, and this is all I had was one fairly new roll. I'll take the new string that she just got, and you tie it to that, and then it'll just keep on a running string. I don't want to run out though, because if I run out, then I gotta re-thread everything. So you take, there it is. There's one coming out of the center of the new roll, and tie it to the one coming out of the edge of the old roll, and I just use a square knot. Sometimes that knot will get hung going through there and it'll break a twine. Most of the time it don't, but sometimes it does. There we are. That should be ready. The extra roll I have, I'll set right in there, and it'll be in there just in case. Alright, I always have to get off and see the first one. Can't help it, it's just a habit. It looks pretty darn good. I had an issue right there on the first one though. It wouldn't cut the string for some reason, and it just kept wrapping string. So we got a little bit of messed up twine, but other than that, that's a pretty bale. Considering how short this hay is, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Took a long time to get it though. I had to ride and ride and ride, but let's just keep on riding, and hopefully I'll have all this done in maybe a couple hours. Well, I am done baling it. Got the tractor loaded up, ready to go home. And I was a little bit off on my estimate. Now, y'all can't see majority of the hay from here. Most of it is over the hill there. I ended up with either 13 and a half or 14 and a half. The baler's got a little one in it right now that wasn't enough to string up. So I'll probably just take that home and dump it off in the pasture. But yeah, I was a little bit off. That's 6 bales I was off. So I'll still end up having to bring 2 trucks over here to get it all back home. I'll haul the tractor on this one, and we can probably put all the hay on the dump truck with the other trailer, I bet. I'm going home, eat some supper, probably cool off for a few minutes, and then me and Megan will ride back over here and get all this hay home, and finally have some hay under our new barn. And still ain't gonna have near as much as I was anticipating. So I think it'll be fine though, because right now we're sitting at, let's just say there's only 13 here. I'm not sure. It may be 14, but 13. And I've got 19 under the barn over there where at the other farm we mow for hay. So if we can get us a good fall crop, which is going to mean we need to get some more rain, I think we'll be okay. I really do. There's the road work. I figured they'd be done. It's after 5, you'd think they'd have called it a day already. I hope they're done by the time we come back and haul this hay home, because if not, Megan's going to be panicking through here pulling a trailer. Just saying. I know one thing, you've been busy while I've been gone.
Always.
I know. Y'all look at this. Ain't that pretty? Grape jelly.
Grape jelly. Yep, first one of this year.
So we're going to...
It didn't make it to the video, but it'll be alright.
There'll be more, won't it?
Probably.
Fried squash or zucchini, did you say?
Squash.
Squash.
That's our first squash.
This was ours? We had one big enough?
Yeah.
Really? So that little one down there was big enough. It was that big now.
Yep.
Golly, I didn't expect that.
I thought you would enjoy that.
Yeah, we ain't had fried squash, I guess, all year, have we?
I was gonna get it.
And crowder peas.
Yeah, we ain't had no squash.
No, we ain't had none.
Yeah, these are some that I picked this morning. I knew it was going to be a busy day, so the peas went in the little crock pot and that went in that crock pot. So.
And then we got, is this a beef or pork? Beef?
Yeah, it's a chuck roast.
Chuck roast. Yeah, I can tell it's beef now. That was a dumb question. So, I meant to tell you a while ago, but guess how much we ended up with?
How much?
I try to be on the positive side because it's better than what we had.
How much?
But it does kind of suck that it took me 2 days to get this much. So it's either 13 and a half or 14 and a half bales. I think we made 25 off of that in the spring and 35 in the fall, if I am not mistaken. I would actually have to go back and watch last year's videos to know that for sure, but I think that's what it was.
Well, it looks all right, Don. I'm gonna cut me up a cucumber.
It looks delicious, y'all.
You gonna put you some jelly on?
Yeah.
So I ended up using Sure Gel because I keep having issues with my jelly crystallizing.
Well, it's pretty. Look at the texture of that.
Well, that's what I scraped off the bottom of the pot, so the texture is gonna be a little different than the rest of it.
Well, that's got a pretty texture.
It's a pretty color.
It is a pretty color.
No, I'm saying that's why it's a little thicker, because that's what I scraped off.
I got you. On the positive side, one trip's all we're going to have to make over there. You may be the only one hauling hay.
Well, that'll work.
Oh, and by the way, I think the road construction folks are going to be done Because when I was coming through,
Oh, thank goodness.
as soon as they let us go through, it looked like everybody was scattered.
Oh, good.
So I hope when we go back through there, that's over with for today.
I've been worried about that.
Oh, I'm sure you have. I know you was going to be panicking if you had to go through that. But anyways, y'all, we're going to sit down, eat us some supper. It's almost 6 o'clock. And might sit here for just a minute and cool off, and then we got to get over and get all that home and under the barn, hopefully before dark. Well, she made it. So back straight up and keep them top tires in that ditch. Think you can back up?
I mean, I can back up. I can't tell where that ditch is.
You're in it right now, so if you just back straight up, you're good. Just give me enough room to get off the trailer.
You can't just jump off the side?
Turn it up a hill a little bit.
Turn what up?
The trailer. You know how?
Let me think. I have to think about it.
Other way.
That's why I said I gotta think about it.
There you go. You're getting it. That works.
you hear people talk about on Facebook and stuff like that. People will say, oh, that's my love language. You know, y'all have heard that stuff, right? So I will tell you, Andy is not the type of man to show up with a bouquet of flowers. He just never has been, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not a bouquet of flowers kind of girl. I'm a load of hay kind of girl. This is our love language. Him working so hard to make all this hay and have all this hay so I can have my cows and my horses, and you know, I'll take this over a bouquet of flowers any day. He's squeezing them on there. Yep. This is how he says, I love you. One of the ways. Shouldn't have but 2 or 3 left, I don't think. And last but not least, where's he going? I guess it's gonna ride the tractor with him. She's full.
Well, I got you loaded up.
Think I'll make it?
Yeah, you might.
I'm just glad you put the 13th one with you.
Yeah, so it ended up being 13 and a half and not 14 and a half. I was hoping I was wrong the other way, but no, it was 13.
What's 13 we didn't have? We didn't know if we'd get.
Yeah, you're right about that. I honestly, well, like I said earlier, for a while there, I didn't think there was going to be a cutting on this field. We come over here one day and looked at it.
Better than bush hogging it.
Yeah, tell me about it. We come over here one day and looked at it, and we were like, there ain't nothing there. It was terrible.
It was bad. It was really bad.
This particular spot has been super, super dry, like drier than what we've been at our house, even though we're not far from the house. Like, they've had 0 rain until we started getting rain again. Or those showers. I don't guess you could technically say we're getting rain again.
Yeah.
But we've got thunderstorms. But thankfully we got a little bit of something out of it.
That's right. Better than a snowball.
Better than a snowball, that's for sure. It's actually some really nice hay.
This looks like the better hay than the hay we got off of it in the fall.
For sure. Yeah. It's way better than what we got in the fall.
Yeah.
It's some good hay, just ain't a whole lot of it.
It smells good.
I tell you what, we might not own the place, but at least we get, at least we're blessed enough to come over here and work it, ain't we?
That's right.
It sure is pretty. I always have to take a double look before I leave. You can't hardly see it from here, but it's a killer view out that way. I'm gonna tell you what, I bet you that's facing east. I've never been over here at sunrise, but I guarantee you there is a beautiful sunrise from over here. Guarantee it. All right, let's go to the house and get this unloaded.
Call it a day.
And yeah, I'm ready to call. Well, somebody told me that I got to fix a busted water hose before I can call it a day. But yeah, that won't take but a second.
You think your cows, not me.
I know. I had to fix one yesterday too. Sorry, animals. They always want something. I mean,
Always.
look at this. The last day and a half been dedicated to them animals. I could have been.
They said thank you.
I could have been doing something else.
Could have been on the lake.
Yeah, I'd rather be here.
I know you would. That's why I said that.
I'd a whole lot rather be here. All right, I'll see you at the house.
Okay. Well, there it is. First roll of hay ever in the new hay barn.
Well, it's not quite as full as we want to see it before winter, but we're getting there.
That's right.
Just think, look at that. We're going to be able to fit a lot of hay in here.
That was the plan.
All right, was the plan, but now I can actually see it. 13 rolls literally took up no room. And I know I can probably do a little bit different stacking. I got to figure that out. I'm learning on that. But I figure we could get another run across the top at least. And if I can reach high enough, we might go higher than that.
Make it like a pyramid.
Yeah. So who knows? We got to make that much hay first, though, ain't we?
That's right.
I was doing some calculating on the way home a while ago. Last year at this time, we had 85 rolls already. This year, we got, 32. 13 plus 19, plus the 175 square bales we made. So I don't know how many round bales that would equate.
Right.
But I'm going to just guess that we're sitting around 40 round bales. So right now, we're running right about half of what we made last year.
That's what I was figuring. Luckily, we don't have many cows.
Yeah, I know.
So,
and luckily, all the hay we made last year has actually helped us feed through this drought. We did not need it all through the winter, so we don't need that much hay to actually make it through winter.
but I'm glad we got it.
I'm glad we had excess of hay last year too, because, well, we're using it this summer. But anyways, I guess that's going to about wrap it up.
Yep. It's going to about wrap it up, I reckon.
Yep.
Thank y'all so much for spending some of y'all's time with us today. We sure appreciate you watching. Hope you might have learned a little something. Till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
I think they approve.